and chalk paint. A lot of people use chalk paint and use the wax to either give it a distressed look, a different look, an aged look, or just to seal the chalk paint. So as everybody knows, like Fusion, you don't need a top coat, so that's, you know, that's not necessary. Some people like to wax it anyway because they like the feel of it, the look of it, or they're just going for a different look, like an aged look. So I was working on this piece, and it's a really nice vintage buffet, and I'm getting ready to redo it and put it up for sale. This is it, the new French Eggshell by Fusion, one of the 2 new colors that was just released. And I wanted to try to bring out the details, but I tried some aging wax and I really don't like it. So I'm going to show you how to remove that. Now this is fresh wax. I just kind of put it on, and where I have it is right here. You see how it changes the color. I just tried it out in a couple areas to see if I liked it before I did wax on the whole thing. And I'm not a huge fan of wax. But I do like Fusion wax, but I just didn't like it on this piece. So I don't use it a whole lot. I just use it on little details, and that's why I was trying it out. So what I would do, what you need are your supplies. Is you need like a lint-free cloth and odorless mineral spirits. You should wear gloves with this, but I'm not going to. So all I'm using is a rag to take this off. But if you have an old piece, maybe not an old piece, but something that was refinished in maybe chalk paint and there's heavy wax on it, or it's an old piece of furniture and you know that there's wax on it, you would just take the mineral spirits, take a green scrubby and scrub it off and then wipe it off. So, but I want to show you how easy it is to remove wax if you're worried about that, because there's a lot of people that want to redo their piece in Fusion now instead of using chalk paint, because you don't need to seal Fusion, and that's a great thing. We use wax on stuff really just for decorative purposes. So here's where I waxed. I took some off over here, so I had this all done. So, but I thought it would be a neat little video just to show you how easy it is to remove this. So I'm just putting the mineral spirits on here. Again, I would wear gloves, but if I were you, I'd wear gloves, but I'm doing it like this. Can you get in there close, Bob, and show them how?
You can see it.
So I'm not even putting like a lot of pressure there, but I want to make sure that I'm getting it all off, because if you leave the wax on, you cannot repaint over that. The paint will just repel off of that. So wax is a great thing, especially if you want to make something look aged, and there's a lot of people that like that, and it looks great on a lot of pieces, but this one, it just wasn't, I just didn't like it on this. So, but I wanted to try it out, and I know it's an easy fix. Sometimes I'm just too lazy. I don't want to try it on these things, but so that's all I'm going to do. Just pull this off, and you can see the difference right here from right here. Doesn't take a ton of elbow grease. Now if it was an older, not older, but if it was another piece redone with a heavy wax, and this isn't heavy, I would use a green scrubby for sure. But it's not necessary here because I just did this about 10 minutes ago. And I know it's not heavy in there, but I want to remove it all. So then, after I get done doing this, this is the important part. You can paint it, but first, what I always do, just to be on the safe side, I want to make sure I get in all those little nooks and crannies, because if I decide to paint there, it will just repel. It's like putting wax on your thing. You can't paint over that. It's just gonna repel. Okay, so I have a couple more pieces down here, but I want to keep this video quick. So, what are you doing? Well, I don't have my stuff here. But what I would do is then spray this area down with Fusion TSP really quick and just wipe it dry. So, because mineral spirit sometimes leaves a residue, so I want to make sure that my piece will be able to accept the paint and properly adhere. So I hope that helps, and if you want to try Fusion, stop by the Lazy Dog Vintage in Hamburg, and we have the full line of Fusion paint stock there. Hope that helps. See you later. Bye-bye.